Yo, what up, y'all? It's your boy Thizzle, and today I'm going to be talking about Final Destination Bloodlines. So ain't nothing to it but to do it. I got to catch this one at the theater on a Thursday before release, and I was excited for this one. It's been about 14 years since we had the last installment with number 5, and I always felt 5 was a bit underwhelming with its kills and even its story overall. I just wasn't a fan of it. And the 4th film, I think, is the worst out of the whole franchise. So I was rooting for Bloodlines to knock 4 and 5 out of the park. I am a fan of the first film. The second one is my personal favorite because I like the characters the most in that one. And the death scenes stand out the most. For instance, the famous log scene on the freeway. Now, when it comes to Bloodlines, I hate to say it, but I'm split right down the middle because I really enjoyed the death scenes and how gnarly they were and how mean-spirited death is in this movie to the family that we're following. But I also hate the overuse of CGI effects. And my followers on my channel know that I bring this up quite a bit. I apologize, but while I'm watching a horror film, it gets a huge bonus for practical effect use and for likable characters. There's only 2 or 3 characters that I really cared for in this movie, and we do have a decent sized ensemble. There's 2 brothers in the family named Bobby and Eric, and I thought the actors Richard Harmon and Owen Joyner did a really good job with being pretty much the comedic reliefs, and they did give me the biggest chuckles in the movie. But just for my personal viewing, I didn't care too much for our leading lady, Stephanie, played by Caitlin Santa Juana. Her character is going through constant nightmares of her grandmother, who went through a very brutal incident back in the day where a lot of people in this tall tower called the Skyview were killed. I feel like if I got into how death operates in this one and how it's clarified through the franchise leading up to this flick, I feel like it would be spoiling it for you. So I want you guys to check it out and then give me your own thoughts when you watch it and then come back and comment. If anybody is a big fan of Tony Todd like myself, you'll be a bit disappointed to find out that he has about a 1-minute screen time window in this film, but it is understood because he is in visibly rough shape while he's filming. But it's very bittersweet and wholesome that he was able to power through. And honestly, I'm not ashamed to say that I did shed a bit of a tear because he was given, after reading the trivia, he was given creative control over what his character says to the fans because everybody knows that he doesn't have much time left in real life. So I did shed a tear, and rest in peace, Tony Todd. One of the greatest actors of all time, no question, bar none. It was very sad for me, but at the same time, I was happy that he was able to show up and give us one final performance in the Final Destination saga. This is a tiny spoiler. His character, William Bloodworth, is connected to the grandmother of the family, and I'm not going to say how, but I did like this twist, and I thought it was one of the better moments of the film. I can see some people kind of groaning at it, but I had no problem with it. I do have a favorite death scene in this flick, and it's probably my favorite kill in a very long time in this saga, probably since the 3rd film. Now, I'm not going to say who this happens to, but we have a character who gets his body bent backwards into an MRI machine. A wheelchair flies in the air, hits him in the back, and the rods from the wheelchair start poking through his chest. And despite how CGI it was very brutal, and I got a huge kick out of it. There is one thing that I really enjoy every time, and I have seen it before in the other movies, and that's the use of music that's being played before an incident pops off. Like, for example, Raindrops Keep Falling on My Head, the Skyview accident. Something's Got a Hold on Me by Etta James, the lawnmower scene. Without You by Air Supply, the tattoo parlor scene. And Stronger, What Doesn't Kill You by Kelly Clarkson with the garbage truck scene. So it makes me chuckle. It's really fun. It's darkly comedic. This movie does a couple different things here and there from the others, but not by much, in my opinion. I felt like the formula was very familiar, and I was very disappointed by the ending without spoilers, because it was almost exactly the same as a lot of the other Final Destination movies that I've been following. So I did groan at the end. I'm going to give Final Destination Bloodlines a 6 out of 10. And that's it, y'all. It's your boy Fro. What did you think about this movie? Did you like it? Did you hate it? Comment below. Let me know your thoughts. In the meantime, between time, I'm on to the next review. Thank you guys for watching. Fro.